Good morning, Coach Isaac here once again, continuing the readings of the ascetical homilies of St. Isaac the Syrian. Today is, I believe, day 20. Continuing on with Homily 3, page 133, working our way through a series of question and answers. Question: in what respect does purity of mind differ from purity of heart? Answer: purity of mind is one thing, and purity of a heart is another, just as a limb differs from the whole body. Now the mind is of one of the senses of the soul, but the heart is what contains and holds the inner senses. It is the sense of senses, that is, their root. But if the root is holy, then the branches are holy. It is evident, therefore, that if the heart is purified, all the senses are made pure. Now, if the mind, on the one hand, is a little diligent in reading the divine scriptures and toils a little in fasting, vigil, and stillness, it will forget its former activity and it will become pure, as long as it abstains from alien concerns. Even so, its purity will not be permanent, for just as it is quickly cleansed, so too it is quickly soiled. But the heart, on the other hand, is only made pure by many afflictions, deprivations, separation from all fellowship with the world, and deadness to all things. Once it is purified, however, its purity is not soiled by little things, nor is it dismayed by great and open conflicts, I mean dreadful ones, inasmuch as it is acquired, as it were, a strong stomach capable of quickly digesting all the food that is indigestible to those who are weak. For it is said among the physicians that all meat is difficult to digest, but it produces great strength in healthy bodies when a strong stomach takes it. Even so, any purity that comes quickly, with little time and slight labor, is also quickly lost and defiled. But the purity that comes through many afflictions, and is acquired over a long period of time in the soul's superior part, is not endangered by any moderate assault. So the first thing that came to mind when I was reading that, and I kind of slight pause there, was exactly what I said yesterday, about the conversation with my former parish priest, Father George Levanos of blessed memory, where he would tell me, that, thoughts entering our mind or temptations coming to our bodily senses, are basically impossible to stop as long as we have life on the earth, right? But to create that floodgate to really filter what we allow to seep into our heart from our mind and senses, and to not allow the bad or evil or dangerous things to really take root. That's literally what St. Isaac is saying here. And he's calling the heart the sense of senses. That is the root of the senses. And if the root is holy, then all the branches are holy. So if we can keep a pure heart, then the thoughts that enter our mind or the temptations that attack our senses, are much more easily defended against through perhaps the virtues of self-discipline, self-control, which, again, the sense of senses is what we need to take. That those virtues are what we need to take root in our heart. And then he also goes on to start giving us some of the tools we can use. Being diligent in reading divine scriptures, fasting, vigil, stillness, to allow our mind to settle down and really find that peace and allow us to find our purpose. This is a big thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And I think that's why I'm so fond of the vigils when I go on my pilgrimages to the monasteries on the Holy Mountain, or otherwise even here in America, or even in our own churches and parishes. Sometimes vigils, all night vigils are provided. And I just really am fond of these. And I think it is that stillness and that connection to the divine that I'm really kind of addicted to. And then the other thing at the end, he says, even so, any purity that comes quickly, with little time and slight labor, is also quickly lost and defiled. But the purity that comes through many afflictions, and is acquired over a long period of time in the soul's superior part, is not endangered by any moderate assault. And so here, I'm often telling my students, at the wrestling club, Wrestling with Virtue, that, fast up, fast down. We got to be careful about any quick fixes or anything like that, or secret moves or something like that. because there's really no such thing. It's the long consistency, of laborious effort is where we accomplish the things that are worth accomplishing. Because I tell them, if something comes easy, it's probably not worth much, But the things that come hard, 13 weeks of strength training, and we start to make true gains in our strength, or a couple months of running, jogging, conditioning, when we start to really expand our conditioning. These are the types of efforts that that have a lasting effect. But anyway, these are some of my thoughts on today's homily. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.